Hello guys, welcome. Wanted to say thank you for my last post. A lot of you liked, shared, and also subscribed to my newsletter called Marketing Simplified. I'm truly honored and I truly appreciate the encouragement. So today I want to just get into the topic. Today I want to talk about customer retention strategies. I can't emphasize how important it is for a brand to have a good customer retention strategy. It's because it's, like I say, it's cheaper to retain previous customers than to get new customers. What I see nowadays is that I see a lot of brands concentrating on acquiring new customers, which is important, but they tend to neglect their old customers. And I think it's very important to have a strategy behind acquiring new customers and also, finding how you can retain the old customers that have purchased from you. And that's what this video is going to be all about. This short video is going to be about. What are your customer retention plans for year 2025? So I want to ask a question. Do you have a customer retention plan? Is it a yes or no? Now, if you don't be afraid, because this is just January and you can start planning for that now. So let's talk about different ideas that companies use for customer retention. Now, we're all used to the newsletter. Every company now has a newsletter. I mean, newsletters are great. I'm not saying that newsletters are not great. I think if you have a very thoughtful plan around your newsletters, they can go really well. And even email marketing is also a great way to create this connection with your customers and to keep them, keep your brand in their mind. But there's a lot of, what I can see is that there's a lot of people, there are a lot of newsletters around. I mean, on LinkedIn alone, I'm subscribed to like 93 newsletters. But what I'm trying to say, that newsletters are great, but they're not fantastic. I think as a business in 2025, you should go beyond the whole newsletter thing and look at and be very much intentional about how you can build that emotional connection with your customers. I'm going to state some ideas that you can do, and I hope this helps. So one of those ideas I feel that is amazing is events. Now, you can never go wrong with events. If you have a very good, well thought of event, and the event is really just about appreciating your customers, creating that connection with your brand or with your customers, trying to gain that customer engagement, I think it can never go wrong. Now, I do know that there are virtual events and there are in-person events. I think the most important thing about whether it's your event is going to be virtual or in-person is that you have to be intentional about, I want my customers to have this connection with the brand. You want interaction with your customers, so you're not just trying to sell something off to them. You're trying to create this interaction with your customer and your brand. You're trying to create this emotional connection. So when you're creating your event, you should have that in mind. How can I help my customer? How can this event be valuable to my customer? At the same time, how can I create this engagement, this brand engagement with my customers? So I think when you have that in mind, I think events play an amazing game in terms of retaining your previous customers and keeping them coming back. When you have, I don't know, it could be yearly, it could be quarterly, it could be every 6 months. It really depends on your kind of business. Another idea that I think a lot of brands are doing nowadays is building a community. Now, building a tribe, building a community, building a tribe, but that's what we call it. Now, I cannot emphasize the importance of building a community. When big brands like Apple and Microsoft and Starbucks are building a community, what are you doing? I think it's something that you should, if you haven't started building a community around your brand, I think it's something that you should start doing in 2025. And it's something that you should be very intentional about. It's not just about, posting things on social media and say that, okay, that's my community. No, I think it's something that you should also have, you should have their database, you should come up with events, you should come up with ideas, you should come up with discussions. I have created like a newsletter edition about different ways you can retain your customers in 2025. You can click on the link below in the comment section or in the profile section, and you can just click on the link and you can read the different ideas. I will also be concentrating on these different ideas that I've spoken about, for example, events and how to build a community in a couple of weeks, so that you can just gain an idea on how, if you have not started doing, using these different ideas, it's just to help you or give you a guideline on how you can, you can use these ideas, or you can build the community that you want in 2025. One of the things I do understand about customer retention, and one of the things I do know that is really important, that customer retention strategies really help to build that emotional connection. Whole brands have always done that. We're talking about Unilever, we're talking about PZ. They've always used those kind of things to gain or get that emotional connection from their customers, to repeat purchase, or just to just keep them coming to them. So I think it's really important for a brand to always have a customer retention strategy. I always believe that marketing is not just about sales. I think marketing, the longevity about marketing is also about creating an emotional connection. And that's why there's always different things about the brand voice and brand element. It's all about creating that emotional connection, creating that emotional appeal. So I do believe that one of the ways that you can do this in 2025 is having a great retention strategy. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.